Hey guys, I'm Ronan from Neak Ta Pradal Serey, and today what we're going to be doing is some drills to work the technique and form of your kick. So one of the best ways to warm up, because we really want to get the legs warm, is to do some skipping. You can also maybe do some jump squats, and once you've started to warm up a bit, do a little bit of dynamic stretching. That'll help really open up your hips, which is a big important factor when you're working on your kick. Alright, so the kick that we do in Pradal Serey is a lot like swinging a baseball bat. Now when you swing a baseball bat, you come shoulder first, then elbow, then your wrist, then the bat, and at the very end, the part of the bat, the tip, that you're hitting with. Alright? The big mistake I see a lot of beginners making is they try and get their foot in first. And that'd be a lot like trying to just poke the ball with the tip without actually swinging all the way through. So when we do the kick, hip comes first, then the knee, then the ankle, and then the foot. Alright, so the foot should be what comes in last. So I move my hip first, my knee follows, and then the foot at the end. The other really important thing about the kick is you want to make sure that you're upright, okay? You don't want to be leaning back, which is another real common issue. If you lean forward a bit, it's not that big a deal, but you want to think that there's a pole going through you and you're rotating around that. And a good way to do that and also protect your hip from any unnecessary damage is to get up, curl your toes up and get up on the ball of your foot. So as you're kicking, notice how I'm staying upright and I'm getting up on the ball of my foot to pivot. So one of the drills that I really like to do to really work the form of my kick is to use the mirrors. Okay, and you get in your stance, make sure you have a good, nice base, because that's your foundation. All right. So take your time and just really, really slowly start moving your whole body. And the most important thing is to get your hip forward and use the mirrors to really check your form and make sure your hip's coming first. So notice my hip's coming first. If you've got good flexibility and balance, bring your leg up and try and just do a kick very, very slowly. All right, come around. If you don't have that kind of flexibility or you don't have that kind of balance, just keep your foot on the floor. That's fine as well. This is how I started doing this, okay? So another good training technique is to use the heavy bag. Okay, and it's basically the same idea what we were doing in the mirrors and checking your form. But you can use your foot to brace against the bag, and that'll give you a little extra time so you don't have to worry about balance and you can really check your form. So what I like to do is, again, bring my leg up, kind of lean it on the bag. I'll put my hand on the bag quite often for balance, and I'll look down and I'll try and make sure that my body and my hip and my leg are all in a straight line, and if I can, really almost make it bend outwards. Okay? This kind of exaggerates the kicking motion. You'll probably never really land this kind of kick in a sparring match or a fight, but it's really good to exaggerate and go for perfection when we're doing this kind of drills. So after you've mastered those, another good drill to make sure you're getting your hip into your kicks is kind of lifting your leg up and keeping it maybe, 2 or 3 centimeters away from the bag, and then working your hip over to really get that hip action and making that what's going to move the bag. So I'll show you here. So I lift my leg up, and then all I'm doing is I'm turning my hip. All I'm doing is turning my hip over to try and kick the bag. And I'm doing it from maybe about this far away. So I'll show it with my left side here. And it just really works that snapping hip motion. So most of the drills we've been doing today have been stuff that you can do on your own, solo. But for this next drill, I've borrowed crew Sam. Thank you, Sam. And we're going to show you how to do just some drills. I like to call them twisties. So what he's going to do is just going to grab my leg, and I'm going to just twist my knee and my hip, boom, into the kicking form. And the important thing again is I can take a minute and I can really look, and I can kind of use this as a stretch as well, and make sure that my hip and my body and my leg are all in line. Go back, pop into it. And again, you can either do it fast, if you've kind of mastered it, or to warm up, or you can do it nice and slow, which I recommend doing at the beginning, and really use it as a way to kind of sink in and really get that over-exaggerated hip motion. Okay, we'll show you the other side. And again, same thing. So the whole idea is I want to be able to look down and see that I've got this proper alignment of my body, my hip, and my leg. If you see it's bent like in a V, that's no good. I want it to be all in one line, kind of bowing out almost like a capital D. Okay? Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope those tutorials helped you with your kicks. Please come down and visit us at Neak Ta